This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Jones versus Haskel. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you all have been in a long-term relationship for 10 years, on and off.
Yes, Your Honor.
And y'all met at the bus stop, so it's really been on and off, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
Yes.
tell me, why have you brought Mr. Haskel here to this court?
Absolutely, Your Honor. I brought him here today. I mean, we've been together for 10 years. I just want to know at this point right now, is he still dealing with his daughter's mom? And is it like other people in our city since he got a little fame recently?
Ah, and I want to hear what you're here for.
I'm here to prove to Miss Jones that I'm here for love and that it's not what she believes in her mind.
You claim you're being faithful.
Yes, I am being faithful. I love her, and it's unconditional.
And you think she's being paranoid.
Very. It's like, I can understand her paranoia because I am becoming famous, and it's like the groupies. But it's like,
Famous like what?
I'm an R&B singer.
Okay.
So, you know, it's like,
So you blowing up?
yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I would love to see him out here doing what he does best, but at the same time, it's not paranoia. I feel like he know he's been doing it.
So what's on the line here?
Everything, my sanity, my family. We have 2 kids together.
So your family, your relationship is on the line depending on what happens here today.
It really depends on these results. I need them because I know that I might have to walk away.
Mr. Haskel, do you want her to walk away?
I don't, and that's why I'm here to basically clear the air. We've been together for 10 years, so it's not been a strong 10 years perfect.
You're not required to be perfect,
Right.
Because we've been together 35 years total.
Okay.
And we haven't been perfect,
Okay.
but we've been faithful. You don't expect me to be perfect, do you?
No, I don't expect you to be perfect.
All right, but I am
perfect for me.
perfect. I'm perfect for you. All right.
Okay. Perfect for me.
But you have to be in the game. And once she loses that faith in you, all that other stuff don't even matter.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. You all met on a bus stop.
Yes.
Tell me about those days when it was fresh and new and lovely.
When we met at the bus stop, I was there as coat, and he offered me his coat, which I thought was cute, because I'm like, you know, I'm a big girl, I can't fit that coat. But he gave it to me anyway. So we got on the bus together, we talked, and like, we exchanged numbers. So when I gave him my number, he didn't have a phone, he didn't have a pen. Like, he remembered my number. And it took me about an hour and a half to get home from where, you know, his drop-off point was. And as soon as I got in the house, he called. And it just felt really good. Like, those are the good days, like, stuff like that.
That wasn't a player move, was it, where you gave her your coat so she'd have to see you again? Was that it?
It was just to get on the bus, because I knew the bus was going to be another 45-minute wait. So I refused to let her stay in the cold around.
Yeah, because see, I've done that.
Okay.
You know, you visit someone, you leave something with her, so you have to come back and,
Right.
So I know that player move. I just want to make sure.
Okay, I don't remember that player move. Who was that player move with?
See how well it worked? See how well it worked?
Man.
Okay.
All right, so after y'all decided we gonna be us, what did that look like?
It was fun.
Okay.
It was constant. Like, we always saw each other. We talked every day, all day. And he enjoyed how loud I was and how much attention I get, because I don't seek it. I just get it. And he just always made me smile. He always made me feel special. I always felt important to him,
So, I mean, it was good, but something happened because you here today. So tell me about that.
Well, it was rough for me, because I ain't going to lie. I knew that with me coming into a relationship with studio hours and inconvenient time frames, it's going to be a whole lot.
Do you believe that?
I want to give him a chance, but a cheater is a cheater. And it doesn't matter how much love you have in your heart for somebody if it's not stopping you from doing something that hurt me.
Mr. Haskel, you know, you sound like a smooth talker, and I get that.
Definitely that, Your Honor.
If you were...
Yes.
And I understand that, but, you know, if you were that smooth...
You understand that?
I understand that.
Whatever, man.
There you go. That's right.
But if you were that smooth of a talker, you wouldn't be here. So
Absolutely.
Ms. Jones, what went wrong in this relationship?
Well, after a while, it just got to a point where it wasn't making sense that he was keeping them hours 6, 7 days a week. And it was like, I just started getting really suspicious.
I would tell her, look, babe, I'm on my way home, right? But guess what? In the process, I'm not driving. So the person that's driving, they want to stop and drop X, Y, and Z off.
So you didn't have your own transportation?
Right.
No.
Okay.
I called his mom's phone one day because at the time he was using his mom's house phone as our means of communication. And I called their phone one day. A woman answered the phone. No, it was not his mom. This young lady is telling me while I'm explaining to her that I'm the mother of his child, she's like, no, I'm his girlfriend. Yes.
What is your explanation for that?
It was my mother's friend.
Is your mother's friend?
Attracted to me.
Attracted to you.
Right?
Because you got it like that.
See my potential. So she figuring, okay, yeah, let me tell this girl that's calling for you, then I'm his girlfriend, hopefully for her to fall back so she could take her place.
Your Honor, in the midst of this conversation that we were having when she was telling me that she was his girlfriend,
right.
I was having her call other women that she was informing me was calling the phone on other occasions. They were saying, yeah, you know, we're more than friends and all this stuff. It was just a mess.
How many women were we talking about?
3.
3
Not
different
including
women.
the young woman that answered the phone.
So a total of 4.
4 women.
Did you ever find out if there was something going on with woman number 1?
Oh, definitely found out stuff was going on with woman number 1. As a matter of fact,
Tell me about that.
They have a child together now. Yes.
Okay, so this child's been born during your 10-year relationship?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's his baby?
It's his baby.
All righty.
I didn't want to admit it because I was like, you know.
No, I don't know.
No, we really
You
don't.
said you didn't want to admit it because...
I was weak to the...
You were weak to the flesh.
Yeah, I was weak to the flesh, and I fell victim, and we had unprotected sex, and one thing led to another. But that was the only occasion that I actually engaged in.
You only had sex with her one time?
Yeah. With woman number 1?
Fortunately, she had my beautiful daughter, so, you know.
So what's going on with you and your ex?
I had a night with her, you know, and then our daughter came. So it's like I have to be a father to my child, but a relationship with you, we don't have to have.
But Mr. Haskel, look, you're a singer, not a dancer.
Right.
You're dancing around this issue big time. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Get him.
I sung into the wrong song that night.
Apparently.
Yes, I did, and I was being the bad guy.
So, Ms. Jones, I see you brought a witness with you.
She can come forward.
Thank you.
Would you give the court your name, please?
Ayana Allen. I'm Miss Jones's best friend.
Okay. What do you know about this situation?
This particular situation, you know, my birthday was in February.
Okay.
I went to the mall, of course, to get me some outfits, you know, jazz up for my birthday. And I go to the little food court in the mall, and I see Mr. Haskel and this lady and this child. They were together like they were a couple. No.
Okay.
I mean,
What does that look like?
family.
That was my
What does that
question.
look like?
That looks like this.
Holding hands?
Yes, but that's
She
not
lying,
your girlfriend.
Were you holding her hand?
Truth be told, I had.
Yeah, we want the truth be told. All right.
I was watching my daughter at my mom's house.
Wait a minute. I don't want all this pre-stuff.
Backstory.
I want to know, were you sitting in the food court holding hands with your baby's mama?
No,
All right.
man.
Did your hands touch?
Probably from my daughter to her, as connecting her, getting my daughter hand.
So in the process of maybe touching your daughter, your hand may have accidentally touched your baby's mama hand at the very instant
From her vision.
Miss Allen saw you.
From her vision.
From her vision.
Miss
I have
Allen.
double vision. I don't miss nothing.
All right.
I was at work one day, and then I went through my phone, and I had a message on Messenger. She wasn't my friend, so I had to accept it. So when I opened it, she sent me a picture of my 1.5-month-old son and his father laying in her bed. I have something, if I could show this to you.
Ron, would you
Please.
grab that, please?
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. Truth be told.
Please.
Thank you.
This is the text messaging between the other woman and myself. This is a picture at the bottom of my son and his father laying in her bed with the caption, "Add this to the collection."
Like the collection you have on Facebook?
I guess.
Oh, that's bold.
I guess.
All right, Mr. Haskel, this isn't paranoia. This is photographic evidence.
Yes, this is my first time, because I was forced to have my son this particular day.
Did you have a relationship with the woman's bed you're laying in right
No,
there on
Your
that
Honor.
picture?
No, Your Honor. Because I'm a performing artist, she figured, listen, he's one of the best, so let's accommodate him. I had my son with me. So
So she just let
I
you
had to
lie
lay
in
him
her
down.
bed.
Yes, that's it. late night hours.
Mr. Haskel.
You don't even have words for this. And let me just tell you, it takes a lot to shut this down, to just get it where it can't make a sentence, it can't pull a word out of the hat.
I don't know what to make of this guy. I mean, this is just a series of misunderstandings.
That's it.
He is the unluckiest guy in the world.
Witnesses, when witnesses see you holding hands with someone else, it's really not that, it's something else.
And let me just say this, it looks bad.
Yeah, it does.
It smells bad.
But it's not.
But it is bad.
But
It is bad. You just roll that around in your head. Now, you have a countersuit for some damaged goods, is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Well, she went to work early that day, but she knew that I had studio hours, wasn't even no long studio hours. It was only a 45-minute session. I needed to lay down some quick tracks or whatever, so she came home from work. But when she came home from work, she had a different attitude about approaching me leaving the house. And as I'm getting dressed, I'm feeling, I look up, she like, where you about to go? I said, baby, I got 45 minutes to drop this little track and I'll be right back, My phone get the ring and my ride outside. So she stopped me from going out the front door. So I immediately go through the living room to go through the back door. She chased me, stopped me from going out the back door. So I'm juggling back and forth from the front to the back door, and finally I made it out the front door, right? Jumped in my ride, boom. So I'm on my way, drop down the studio, go to the studio, lay down my tracks, come home. I had some gym clothes I had to wash. I was gonna play basketball later that week. So boom, I go dig in my bag, and next thing you know, my clothes are bleached,
All right, hold on. Did you bleach his stuff?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not mad at you. Let me just, Mr. Haskel, if that's all she done to you in light of everything, you kind of got off cheap, brother man. I'm just saying. Okay, tell me about that. Why did you bleach his clothes?
I feel like he bleached his own clothes. Like, all his fame and all his desire to get out here and be in the spotlight, he didn't want to be there for me when I needed him to. So I figured you don't need no clothes, you don't need nothing, you need what you have on at the studio, and you'll be good in life.
All right, and Mr. Haskel, you said in your court papers that the value of the clothes that she bleached was $200. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Haskel, we will rule on the countersuit in a moment, but first we need to get to the love suit.
Ms. Jones, you said you believe he has been cheating in this last year. Mr. Haskel, you said you have not been cheating in this last year.
No, I haven't. I know I haven't been cheating.
Okay. In order to get to the bottom of this, the court has engaged the services of licensed private investigator Todd Redding. Ron, would you please escort Mr. Redding into the courtroom?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Redding, how are you?
Fine, Your Honor.
In this case, you had a polygraph examination performed on Mr. Haskel, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Haskel was asked, has he had sexual intercourse with his ex-girlfriend since July 2016? Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And what was his response?
Your Honor, his response was no.
What did the lie detector show? What did the lie detector show?
There was a significant response to the question, which indicates deception.
It was cold when they gave me that test. And I told them.
Wait, it was cold when they gave you the lie detector test.
Yeah, it was cold in that time. It was cold.
Darling, how are you feeling?
How I knew I would feel.
Is it your worst fears being confirmed?
It is.
Mr. Haskel?
It looks bad, but...
It is bad. It doesn't look bad. It is bad. This isn't look.
I mean, we moved from paranoia all the way over to deceptive results from the lie detector test.
Can you admit to her that you have not done what you've been telling her based on this? I mean, this is your chance to tell the truth.
The truth is, I did do it.
Hallelujah.
Okay.
Just tell the story. Tell the story.
I did do it. I apologize, sweetheart. From here on out, I promise to dedicate our time.
You know what? Apologies are easy. They're a dime a dozen. The hard part is saying I am committed to you in this relationship and then doing it. Can you do that? That's what she needs to do. Ms. Jones, what do you plan to do?
I don't know. I need some time because I can't give you an answer right now. I'm really hurt, but I know how I feel about him, and I know what our family and my relationship with him means, so I just need a little bit of time.
Okay, so we still have to rule on the countersuit. You admitted here in court that you poured bleach on his clothes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you said the value of it was approximately $200. You're not disputing that either, are you?
No, Your Honor.
It breaks my heart to make the ruling I'm gonna have to make. But you cannot destroy other folks' property, even in anger. Our ruling is for the defendant for $200.
You all have been together for 4 years and are living together, is that correct?
That's correct.
Right.
Ms. Vargas, you've come to court today with some very specific allegations. Tell us why you're here.
Well, I'm here to find out to see if my future husband is sleeping with my sister-in-law or anybody else.
With your sister-in-law or anybody else?
Correct.
It's one thing if it's a woman, but your future sister-in-law, his sister-in-law, that has a whole nother level to it.
It's hard to deal with. It makes me feel crazy.
It is a very big problem.
Yeah.
I don't have any desire to be with my sister-in-law. I only have eyes for one woman, and that woman is standing right there to the right side of me.
So, Mr. McManus, what do you hope to prove today?
I hope to prove that I'm not lying to her and that we get our future going together back where we need to go. I want to get married to her, and I want to be with her the rest of my life.
Does it make a difference whether it's another woman or a sister-in-law?
Well, you know, let's just break this down.
Break it down. Break it down.
Break it down so it'll be broke forever.
There you go.
If it's another woman, she's gonna be out of your life if you get past this. But your sister-in-law is family. That's a whole different animal. And I can tell this has put a strain between the two of you.
Yes, ma'am, it has. I'll leave the house sometimes, go for a walk down to the lake or something, and then, of course, she says I'm going down there to meet somebody else. And hey, it breaks my heart. It tears me apart that she just won't listen to me and believe that I'm telling her the truth.
Well, it wasn't always like that, I'm sure.
No.
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 So how did you two meet?
At my job.
She's a stripper, was a stripper at the time.
Oh. All right, tell me about that.
I just got out of a relationship, and I decided I want to go check, out another woman or women or have some fun, let loose a little bit.
So you set yourself free.
Yes.
And you gonna go and see what freedom tasted like.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's one way to do it. So, Ms. Vargas, what did you do to actually come in contact with him?
Well,
that's at a strip club.
I know exactly what I'm asking, Mr. Cutler. Let this lady answer the question. I know.
You sure?
I got this. I got this. Go ahead, Ms. Vargas.
He was really different from all the other guys that were there. I've never sat with somebody who was real gentle, didn't touch me, wasn't grabby, didn't. He was really different. He was very smart. He's like an encyclopedia.
You got all this while interacting at the strip club?
Yeah.
Because I've seen strip clubs on television.
Good answer, Mr. Cutler.
And there really isn't a lot of dialogue about, world events going on.
How do you know that?
I've seen strip clubs on television.
Okay.
I've seen them in the movies.
I'm just verifying.
Okay. But there really isn't a lot of discussion about world events and all that. How did you make this connection?
Well, when I called him, we met at a restaurant. It was an official date. We got drunk and went to the hotel and I ravished him. He doesn't remember. I drove him to the hotel.
By anybody's standard, that's a good date. Come on, you gotta.
Mr. Cutler, I'm not going there with you.
That's a good date now, come on. Let's hear from Mr. McManus.
Was it a good date for you?
It was, absolutely.
What did you like about her?
Well, one thing, she's drop dead gorgeous. I mean, I wake up, I'm so proud to wake up next to her every morning and look at her. She looks gorgeous when she rolls out of bed.
All right, why do you believe he's cheating with his sister-in-law?
When she comes around, nothing stops for her. He goes and gets her things, or we'll be playing dice, and they can have a conversation for 10 minutes, and I'll just be there in the background just looking at them.
You cut yourself out of that conversation.
How do I cut myself out if you guys are looking at each other and not looking at me?
Is it true that you're attentive to your sister-in-law?
I'm attentive to any guest that comes to my house.
I understand that. I'm asking you something different. Are you attentive to your sister-in-law?
Like any normal guest that comes to my house.
Yes.
Attentive?
But it's two flirtatious personalities getting together, and it creates a bomb sometimes, I think.
Okay, so that would be innocent, right?
I would think so, but it goes over. There's you're supposed to stare at a person like so many seconds. Well, it goes over and beyond.
And your gut is saying.
It's screaming.
Your gut is screaming that this is not just like ha ha ha. It's another level to it.
Is this one of those women's intuition things?
It is.
It's not always right.
Wait a minute. And don't say it like that either.
I mean, anybody looking at that would think, well, they're just, naturally flirtatious. And she's saying there's something that I'm just getting this feeling. So that's why I'm asking, is it women's intuition?
There's more to this story. Watch this. Have you ever caught them communicating with each other?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, they say hi.
Wait. What have you caught?
I would think it was her, but on the phone together. But when I asked her, she told me no. She denied it.
Okay, but how do you know that they were talking?
I seen it on records, on the phone.
Our phones are linked because of the plan we're on. So she downloaded an app that's supposed to read files. So I go in there and look at it when she's accusing me, and I say, well, that's your phone number making the call. That's your phone number making the text.
And it wasn't just for my number. My number was there, but his number was there also.
And so what you've seen on that tracking is that his number and her number are talking to each other.
Correct.
But what about when she uses my phone to call my sister-in-law?
Why would I do that if I had my own phone?
Your phone's dead.
True that.
So it's their family, so they're talking.
No. But you remember when you went women's intuition thing, and I said, it's more to it than that. And she said they're communicating, and the sister-in-law is denying this communication, which ramps up your belief.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you have?
In the bathroom, I had noticed I was putting up clothes and I could hear. So I opened up the clothes and I listened more. And he's like, it's okay, honey, all right, okay. And then he's telling me, I'm like, who are you talking to? And he's like, nobody, I'm talking to myself. I'm like, why are you cutting yourself off in mid-sentence?
But do you call yourself honey?
No, and she thinks she has this supersonic hearing that she's developed. And
it's a really thin wall. I mean, you can hear everything.
When I'm taking care of my personal business in there, I'm not gonna talk on the phone.
The question is, Mr. McManus, when she's in another room, why are you talking on the phone in such a way where it's like, but she's getting that impression?
I don't know where she gets that from.
All right, going back to the women's intuition, because I'm stuck there, Mr. Cutler. Have you seen any behavioral changes?
Absolutely.
Okay, tell me about that. Moreover, tell Mr. Cutler about that.
Well, in the bedroom, we like to watch porn, to get motors running, get it started.
Get the party started.
And I started noticing the different kinds of porn that was coming up.
Okay.
The BBW, it's,
Big, beautiful women.
Big, beautiful women, I started noticing. And he just, that was just recently.
So what then is going up to BBW?
Well, it's just something different, I'm not used to it.
Miss Vargas, let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
Is your sister-in-law full figure?
Yes, she is. She's beautiful.
So that's the connection.
That's the connection.
See, Mr. Cutler, there's a 3-step push to her gut screaming. There it is.
And that's all part of
the women's intuition. Now, would you agree that your sister-in-law is full figure?
Not in my eyes.
And has there been a switch in your viewing tastes?
No.
All right. Well,
it's been consistent.
Been consistent.
Well, there's her side, there's his side, and there's the sister-in-law side. And we have the sister-in-law here today.
That's fine. That's good.
We're gonna find out.
Have a seat, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Would you state your name for the court, please?
Jennifer McManus.
And Ms. McManus, how are you familiar with our litigants?
Daniel is my brother-in-law, and Janine is my friend and my soon-to-be sister-in-law.
And do you understand why you are here?
I believe I do.
All right. All right. Now, can you tell me why Miss Vargas believes that you are, in fact, sexually active with her fiance?
Well, I believe that Miss Vargas has a low self-esteem from past relationships that she's been in. I'm sorry that I'm a voluptuous, good-looking woman, and every man wants me. What can I say? I'm proud of myself. I just wish every woman was as confident as I.
Well, Ms. McManus, Ms. Vargas has indicated that there's a special connection that you have with Mr. McManus, the way you all talk, the way you interact. What is that special connection?
Well, I've never really thought of it as a special connection because I treat him just like I treat every man, with kindness, compassion, love. I like to have a good time, laugh, joke, carry on, tell a few dirty jokes, and I just draw people into me.
Ms. Vargas has said, she has testified today that she's asked you, do you talk to Mr. McManus on the phone? And she said you've denied it. And then she finds on phone records that you have, in fact, talked to him. Do you talk to him on the phone?
No, I do not talk to him. For one reason, he will not talk to me because I guess she gives him attitude about whoever he's talking to, may it be no one, because I really don't believe that he is talking to anyone. I think that it's in her mind that she's convinced her own self that there's something going on and there's not.
All right, I'm gonna just ask you point blank. Are you in a relationship with your brother-in-law?
No, Your Honor, I am not.
Are you in a sexual relationship with your brother-in-law?
No, Your Honor, I am not. I'm sexually happy right where I'm at.
With his brother?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. McManus, I noticed in your court papers that you left for 2 weeks.
She left for 2 weeks.
She left for 2 weeks.
Yeah, there were several times I left.
All because you
October.
believe he's cheating with your sister?
Yeah, if it's not her, then it has to be somebody else.
Right.
I mean, something's going on with somebody.
And you are convinced of that?
Yeah, I'm convinced.
So when you came back after leaving for 2 weeks, what happened?
Well, I came back and I saw some hand soap that only comes from the shop that she works at. It was a brand new bar of soap, and I didn't put it there.
So that was proof to you that your sister-in-law had been in the home
Correct.
while you were gone?
Yeah.
Your Honor, we carried bar soap probably 2 years ago. So if they had that bar soap, they've had it for 2 years.
But it wasn't because you had been at the house during that time period?
No.
So is that women's intuition when
He
you
won't let
leave
me
and
in
come
the
back
house.
and you notice something that was already there?
I don't know what that is. I can't speak to that. But clearly, Ms. Vargas believes that there was proof she was there or that the relationship is continuing. And you say that if you find out he is, in fact, having a relationship outside of yours, this relationship is done.
It is done.
Mr. McManus, it's not looking good.
No, it's not, but I'm not lying to this woman. Like I said, I'm ready to go the distance with her.
Here's the evidence that we've seen so far. That you're giving your sister-in-law extra attention. You all have this special connection that you have. You're on the phone in a secretive manner where she hears you whispering. Ms. Vargas leaves for 2 weeks, comes back. There is soap and other products in your bathroom that come from the same place where your sister-in-law works.
They were already there before.
This court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is Mr. McManus cheating with his sister-in-law?
With anyone.
At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified polygraph examiner Tommy Platt into the courtroom. Ron, would you please escort him in?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Platt.
Good morning.
Welcome. Could you please state your credentials for the court record?
I have 30 years experience in the United States military and law enforcement. I have been a licensed polygraph examiner for 10 years, and I've conducted nearly 3,000 polygraph examinations.
So a little bit of experience under your belt. You performed a polygraph on Mr. McManus, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You asked Mr. McManus, during your 4-year relationship with Ms. Vargas, have you ever had sexual intercourse with your sister-in-law?
That's correct.
What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the polygraph reveal?
The polygraph determined that he was being truthful.
Now I see the tears of, is that happiness
Yeah.
Is that relief?
Yes.
What's going through your mind?
I'm just happy you're telling the truth, both of y'all.
But we do have one more question. Mr. McManus was asked, during your 4-year relationship with Ms. Vargas, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined that he was being truthful.
Ms. Vargas, you came here for the truth. You've gotten it. Mr. McManus, I am so glad. I see the tears in your eyes. Tell me about that.
Oh, I'm so happy. Now we can move past this. And there's one thing I'd like to say, though, before we adjourn from this. Miss Julie Jeanine Vargas, would you do me the honor, privilege of letting you guide your stars, guide me to our relationship, to our final destination, so we can end this ride together?
I'm so sorry, honey.
It's okay. I love you.
You all have been together for 6 years. You're currently engaged. You have 2 kids together, but that marriage may be going nowhere if you don't get answers today. Tell me why you have brought Mr. Griffin to court today.
Okay, Your Honor, my name is Shantae, and I don't play, period, okay? I feel like he's been cheating on me. He calls me crazy all the time. I've had previous relationships, and nobody has called me crazy before. I'm finding things in his phone. I'm finding things around the house that lets me know I'm not crazy. He's cheating on me. And I come here today to demand answers.
Okay, Mr. Griffin, what you got to say?
She's crazy.
Okay, there it is.
The answer to all that was?
She crazy.
Okay. Okay.
What is it that she has been doing that makes you say that she's crazy?
She waits till I go to sleep, go through my phone. She's digging night crawler. She's up all night.
Did he just call her a night crawler?
Night crawler.
Did you call her a night crawler?
Yeah, she's a night crawler.
So
Check my cash out.
She check your cash?
I sure do. I sure do.
Okay, why are you checking his cash out?
I need to know where my money is going. His money is my money. We got 2 kids together, okay?
Well, you know what we say, Cutler?
What's that?
What's mine is mine and what's yours is mine. So that's how she's living.
That's the way it goes.
That's how she's living. This point, you calling her a night crawler.
A crazy night crawler.
Crazy night crawler. And you saying I'm Shantae and I don't play.
I don't play. So,
but it couldn't have always been like this. Tell me what it was like in the beginning.
No, it wasn't always like this. I'm a hairstylist, okay? So I'm leaving the house, going to the beauty supply store, walking, going to get some more supplies, and he's walking his dog. So we end up crossing and interacting with each other. He asked for my phone number. We exchanged phone numbers or whatever, but I took it slow because I had 2 other kids from a previous relationship that I didn't want to bring another man into their life until I knew that he was the right man for our family.
Well, I don't know this from personal experience. I just heard about it, but dogs, you can pull women with a dog.
How you know that?
I just told you I've heard it. I don't know it from personal experience. I'm just saying.
What you listening to?
I keep my ears to the, what's going on in the community. I know what's going on.
Whatever, man.
Look, so when you saw her, what was it about her that first caught your eye?
Well, a little curve in her body and her pretty face, and she said she a beautician, do hair. Right. I got some hair I needed.
All right. So all in one package.
Yeah.
Miss Peterson, what was it about him that you liked?
I waited the 6 months, and the only thing he did was work. And I love that about him, So that what really made me fall for him.
So you got all this going on, you wait the 6 months, y'all been together 6 years. Why in the world do you think he's cheating now?
Okay, Your Honor. Okay, back to that part. Okay, so we have sex. After we have sex, he goes to sleep, okay? I have intuitions that tells me things. I know when he's cheating. I know how he's acting, okay?
Okay.
So So I go through his phone and I see him hugged up with some lady, okay? The lady is on him. One picture, she's sitting in his lap like this, okay? He has his arms around her. The next picture, she's standing up like this and he's behind her with his arms around her. And I asked, just like my picture, okay? So I asked him, I said, what is this?
Did you wake him up?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't wait till the next morning?
Yeah, I always wake him up.
You didn't wait till the next morning?
No, he don't deserve to sleep.
Okay, so why were you hugged up with this babe?
Well, we had problems in our relationship. There was someone way forward in the past, and we done had ups and downs, like we was done. And
May
like
I intervene? The same woman was inboxing him, sending him naked pictures of her body, okay? I know it's not me because she's big and bad built.
Big and bad built.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
It was just in the phone. I didn't delete it.
Okay, now I know, having been doing what I'm doing, if you was going through his phone, finding nasty pictures, I bet you found some text.
I found a text message.
There
You're
it is.
absolutely right.
You can't be a night crawler and not find a text message.
Exactly. And guess what the
She's a
text
night
said
crawler.
from the same woman?
Wait, hold on. I gotta just take a moment. All right. I want to feel your big blank, curved blank. That's what you found.
Yes, Your Honor. I can't wait to see your big, curved. Okay, how does she know? Because his is big and curved. Okay? So how does she know?
Well, congratulations. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do.
So you get a compliment and a dig at the same time.
A compliment and a backhand at the same time. That's what she wants to do.
So she said, I know it's you because I know what it looks like, and nobody else should be knowing what it looks like.
And Cutler, there's a theme here.
What's that?
It's the same woman over and over again. Why is this woman chasing you down?
She's someone in the past before her time. That's how she.
How have you tried to shut her down?
That was exactly it.
I blocked her. She used other numbers.
Okay, wait a minute. A big brother like you, when he don't want something, he can make it known.
Miss Peterson, have you found anything?
Yes. So I'm doing laundry. He just came back from doing a job out of town, and I go through his stuff, and something falls on the floor, and I see a gold wrapper. So I bent over to pick it up, and it's a pack of condoms.
And so when you finally caught up with Mr. Griffin, what did that conversation look like?
He told me that he was going to play a trick on me.
All right.
I'm going to let you have that one, Mr. Cutler.
Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
What kind of trick do you play with a condom? I'm curious about this.
It wasn't actually a trick, Your Honor. It was trying something new. I was going to use it on her.
Trying something new with her?
I was going to put it on a toy and use it with her. Just to spice it up, Your Honor.
Do you buy this reason?
No, I don't.
Do you buy this excuse?
I don't.
You don't believe it?
No, if he had been truthful with me from the beginning and not playing games, then I could believe him. But he's lied to me this whole relationship. So how could I trust anything that comes out of his mouth?
So when you confronted him about the condom, what did he tell you?
He told me exactly what he just said. He was going to play a trick on me.
Okay.
And you didn't accept that?
No, I didn't. I'm gonna put the icing on the cake, okay?
Did you find any?
Yes, I did. Do you mind if I show you?
Go ahead. Let's see what you got. Thank you, Ron.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you see this, Your Honor? Do you see this? We all know what goes right here.
What is that?
Everybody knows.
What is that?
It
What
looks
do you
like
think it is?
lipstick.
You think he has lipstick on his underwear?
Yes, yes.
And again, I gotta ask, it's not yours.
It's not mine. No, absolutely not. He told me that it was caulking because he does drywall. Okay? So I have a question. If it's caulking...
Mr. Griffin, hold on, Miss Peterson. Mr. Griffin.
Sir.
Caulking?
Yes, sir.
Bright pink caulking?
Yeah, it's floor caulking.
How does caulking from a flooring job get onto your underwear?
Okay, I was at work one day, and when you get it on your hand, it's hard to get off, Your Honor. You had to get so much stuff to get it off. And I had to use the bathroom real bad.
Okay.
I had to go.
All right.
I didn't have time to get it off, so I went to the John, grabbed my drawers and just flipped it out and used it, and it got on my underwear.
So why is caulking not on his jeans?
Well, see, with the jeans...
Well, hold on. I want to ask you...
No.
But I think I want to ask somebody with a little more experience than this.
I don't know nothing about that.
Ron,
Yes,
help us out here. I mean...
I'm going to sit way back and let y'all have this man-to-man
I don't know,
thing.
pulling down versus pulling through. Pulling down, it's going to be at the top of the drawers, not on the front.
And not on the outside. But,
No, sir.
I mean, but
pulling down,
I pulled it down,
I don't
Your
see
Honor.
it. No.
I just pulled it down.
Okay. But you didn't find any of that on his jeans?
Nothing on his jeans or any other clothing.
And you believe that's lipstick?
I believe it's lipstick.
Miss Peterson, come back to your podium, please.
Well, Your Honor, it's been washed.
Okay, let's look this up. Because
Okay,
I
all right.
would think that if it was paint, it would not be that bright. Lipstick on clothes, maybe? Well, wait a minute. What
Okay.
did you find?
All right. Lipstick is oil-based and brightly colored. Stains made by lipstick are tough to clean and almost impossible to hide.
But I'm crazy. But I'm crazy though.
Because we see the stain is
yeah,
still
still
there.
there.
And it's bright.
Floor clogging
And
don't come out.
And based on this article, it could be lipstick. All right.
Mr. Griffin, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Floor clogging, Mr. Cullen. It's 4 o'clock.
Look, I'm trying to help you. Give me something. Give me something to help you with. I'm trying to help you out here.
Here's the thing. This is an area I know nothing about, never having had all that you were dealing with, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But I do think we have enough evidence right now, Mr. Cutler. You want to sum it up?
I think we do too. I mean, we're looking at the pictures that she found, that she woke him up about, the text messages that she found. We've got the condoms that she found while doing the laundry, and they don't use condoms. And finally, we have the caulking stained underwear that she found. Again, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
And what's at stake here?
What's at stake here? This is a 6-year relationship. All of this right now is on the line based on what we find out today. And if you find out that he's cheating, you're leaving.
I'm
You're
leaving.
done.
I'm good. I'm
You're
done.
out.
Because I've been faithful to this man, okay?
Right.
I have not cheated on him not one time.
She's done because Shantae
don't play.
Don't play.
Don't
She
play.
started off that way.
Period.
It's crazy.
Period.
Shantae is crazy.
Well, at this time, the court would like to call licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Rob, please escort him out. Good day, Mr. Platt. How are you?
Your Honors.
Good to see you. For the court record, would you please state your credentials?
Yes, I have over 30 years experience in the United States military and in law enforcement. I have been a licensed polygraph examiner for 11 years and conducted nearly 3,000 examinations.
All right, so this is not your first rodeo.
No, ma'am.
All right. You actually conducted the polygraph examination of Mr. Griffin, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you asked, were you going to use the condom Miss Peterson found to have sexual intercourse with another woman? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Crazy.
All right.
Crazy.
Are you feeling a little better, Miss Peterson? I mean, you were real tight when you came in here. Okay, I see just almost a piece of smile.
Almost. Just
Almost. Let's see what we got.
You asked Mr. Griffin, did the stain on your boxers come from you having physical sexual contact with another woman? What was his response?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was telling the truth.
Crazy.
All right.
Well, we still got another question.
All right. No, that's
So
right.
We still got another question.
All right, go ahead.
All right. You asked Mr. Griffin. Since the start of your relationship with Miss Peterson, Other than the one time you admitted to, have you had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response?
He stated yes, he confessed.
I knew it! I knew it!
Come on, Mr. Griffin.
That was a long time ago, Your Honor.
Mr. Platt, tell us about that confession.
I asked the examinee how many, and he stated that he couldn't give me a number.
I'm done.
Mr. Griffin, why would you lie to your girlfriend?
You're not in love when you first meet a person. And I had some doors that was still open that I didn't close before I opened up another door.
But once you opened up that door, those were the text messages and the photos and everything you were getting late at night that she was waking you up about, right?
That's the door I was trying to close.
No, you ain't gotta try, you gotta do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Ron,
But
can you go try and get Miss Peterson to come back and join us, please?
Now, Ms. Peterson's getting ready to come back in. You're gonna have to come up with something. You're gonna have to come up with some explanation as to why you have led her on this way for all these years.
That was only in the beginning.
Your Honor.
But that's not her impression.
And I've been nothing but faithful. It hurts so bad. When you are good to somebody, that's what hurt the worst, okay? That's what hurt the worst.
So, Mr. Griffin, turn to her. Tell her something. I'm giving you this chance because she's already walked out once. If she walks out again, I don't know if she's coming back.
Shantae, I'm sorry from the way I done in the beginning. If you give me a chance, I'll make it right. I won't do it no more. And we can move forward and we can get that marriage you want.
Are you buying this, Ms. Peterson? All right, let me tell you. I'm a woman, we grown. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but if you don't get what you deserve, get up and get out. You have one child together, you have been together 4 years, and Ms. Gregory, you believe your boyfriend is cheating on you. And that's why you've come to court today, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm basically tired of it, and I really want to get down to the bottom of everything, and I need answers, real answers.
How did you guys meet?
At the club, Your Honor.
At
It was my club days, Your Honor. I was at the club every weekend. On Friday through Sunday, I was at the club.
Oh, boy.
I just saw a beautiful lady walking across the street, so I shot my shot, and I had to approach her, and that's how it went from there.
So you saw her at the club?
I saw her actually in a car driving down the street, going into the club. She was
my
even out the club.
That's good looking out, brother.
So I hopped out while the car was going, and while we was still going, we were going like 5 miles, but I hopped out, and the way I came out, I just told her, how you doing, beautiful? I love everything about you. Your smile is amazing. And I still love that smile to this day.
Okay, Miss Gregory. Yeah. Was it love at first sight?
Basically, when he jumps out, he was like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can I get like?" And I was like, "Oh," like it was different. His approach was different. It was more. It was. So. It had more, I guess, respect behind it, basically, because everybody else, they're just, "Hey, can I get to know you? Excuse me. Hey, say, sexy." Hey, and I'm like.
So what it takes for you is a man jumping out of a rolling car. Yeah. I ain't mad.
You don't always have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to always, wind it down. Just jump out of a moving car and you're there.
And come with respect. It was love at first sight, you asked me. I loved it, man. Everything about it.
All right. So, Miss Gregory, when did you know you were in love with him?
We became basically inseparable. Even if he would leave and go to work, we're always texting, calling. We'd be on the phone with each other till we fall asleep, and he'll wake up and be like, "Baby, are you still there?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Y'all fell asleep on each other on the phone?
Yeah, we slept.
Oh, that's
the phone be on for about 4 hours.
Wow. Did y'all do this? You hang up.
No, you hang up.
No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
No,
okay,
it was
we'll hang up at the same time.
It was
1, 2, 3. You didn't hang up.
Yeah.
By the time we was getting out the phone in the morning, I was like, "Come on, man, pull up to the house, come get me." And so we spent like every day together the whole first month. We were together every day. I'm with my brother, she with me. Like every move I made, she was right there with me. I made a move, she was right there with me.
Mr. Cutler, this sounds lovely.
A great beginning.
Then that just leads me to the question. What broke the trust?
messages, Facebook messages.
I
got a message.
Hold on.
I got a message from a girl when I was actually pregnant saying, I need to stay in a baby mama's place. And she's sitting on my man's face.
Sitting on his face?
Yes.
Okay, so how did she know her? How did she have her direct message? And moreover, what kind of boldness is it to say, you pregnant, and I'm sitting on your man's face?
I don't know where whoever the lady is, I don't know where she got that kind of mouthpiece from, but ain't nobody finna sit on my face. That ain't my part of my life.
So you denied that happened?
If my girl know me, and she know one thing about me, I don't like to even do nothing like that.
So what happened when you said to him, look at this? What happened?
She didn't tell me. She threw it at my face, and then she got mad and left.
Tell me what you said to her.
I chunked the phone at him, and then I told him, I was like, you're always saying you don't know who these people are, but why would she even get in my inbox and say anything like that if it wasn't
You
true?
make girls mad before they even can talk. You will make a girl mad just because they say hi. Then you come to me like, who was that girl that said hi to you? I don't know. It'd be random.
Right. Mr. Hives-Gray, let me ask you this. Are you secretive with your phone?
Yeah. She
Very.
can't touch my phone. I go to sleep with my phone in my pocket. I wake up with my phone underneath my head. And I know when my phone been moving. I know when it's been touched. And ever since we got together, I ain't never let her touch my phone.
He wouldn't even let me use the phone. He gave me quarters and told me to go use the payphone.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, can I use your phone? It was to make an appointment.
What kind of appointment?
Doctor's appointment.
So you need to go to the doctor, and you don't have access to a phone?
No.
And he gives you quarters to go use a payphone?
Yes.
And what did you do?
Went downstairs and used the neighbor's phone.
That's a better thing to do than using my phone.
And I still took his quarters.
So you don't even deny this?
I don't deny it at all. I would not let you touch my phone because she's not one of the people who just, like when people go through your phone, they supposed to go to what? If 3 things the person gonna go through, they gonna go to your call log, your messages, or maybe what? Facebook. She don't do that. She go to Gmail, email, Facebook, Textgram, Instagram, all that.
Okay, but why in the world would she need to do that?
Because she's an FBI agent and she insecure.
Okay, have you ever gone snooping in his phone?
Well, I be asleep. She gonna get my hand while I'm asleep and put my hand on the touch button and unlock my phone while I'm asleep. That's an FBI agent. I'm asleep. How you unlock my phone with my finger while I'm asleep?
You have a fingerprint lock on your phone?
I got a straight finger. And it ain't even my first finger, it's my middle finger. So that means she didn't try this finger, that finger. This thing got it.
And you've gone through his phone snooping?
Yes.
And what did you find?
I always find something. Just like on his Snapchat, he messaged a girl saying he wants to get to know her.
And you submitted those messages to the court, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. There's a message from Mr. Hives-Gray saying, I'm good trying to get to know you.
Oh, I'm dating someone.
And that was me that responded. He is too.
And
He's a whole hoe out here. That was my response to her.
So you were talking about your...
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the whole hoe out here to her eyes.
Mm-hmm. We had an incident where he left me and, I find a pizza receipt in his email and it's to her address. So when I confronted him about it, he was like, I just ordered the pizza there. But on the email, it says you paid with cash. So, like, how you just order it to her?
Move.
How you just order it to her
you
house
on my
and you paid
email?
with
How
cash?
you on my email figuring out it paid with cash?
And then they got another post. There's like a little.
That's what I'm saying. That's an FBI
There's a private
agent.
group in where we're from.
Well, hold on. All right. So, Mr. Hives-Gray, why were you ordering pizza at your ex-girlfriend's place, who's your best friend?
I ordered the pizza for my son. They was hungry, so I ordered some food.
Okay, Kyla, I gotta say, him ordering food to feed his son, you can't be mad about that. My question is...
I agree.
This is a 3-year argument and fight that come up every time.
Okay, hold that thought.
You holding 3
Why is this concerning to you?
Anything. I can't be on nothing. I can't be on no social site. But they're Facebook friends.
No.
And his excuse is, because you're going to tag me and stuff. But you got a whole post where she tagged you in something and you guys are going back and forth talking about how much you guys love each other.
I'm looking at these messages that were submitted to the court. Your ex posted, my child's father is doing so much better with his son. Baby. It's a lesson, he growing, thanks, baby daddy. Then you responded, made my week, baby mama.
Yep.
And then she responded, oh, that's the vibe. I love our vibe.
Yep. Been vibing.
And then you responded, been vibing since day one. This is the correspondence you've got going on with your ex, your best friend. Y'all been vibing since day one?
Not vibing like that. We just get along.
Neither of us are owing you about getting along with your son's mother. That is a beautiful thing. But the problem is, you talk about vibing since day one, and you may not admit it that way, but if it was me and Mr. Cutler and he put out he's vibing with somebody.
Since day one?
Since day one, I'd be a little tight. Number two, they're kissing face emojis back and forth.
It's not like kissy faces, just we strong.
All right, you don't believe that?
No.
I cheated. I told her I cheated. Messed up before, but...
But in terms of your ex, you haven't been with your ex?
No.
And you don't believe that? Well, there's his side of the story, there's her side of the story, and then there's the ex's side of the story.
Right.
And we have her here. Ron, would you bring in the ex?
Go to the witness stand next to the judge.
Good day.
How are you?
Fine.
Right.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Michelle Bassett.
Ms. Bassett, are you familiar with our defendant, Mr. Hives-Gray?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you familiar with him?
That's my child's father.
So you're the ex in question?
Yes, ma'am.
How long did you all date?
We dated for, I'm gonna say a couple of months.
And why did your relationship end?
He's a Mac daddy, because he'll tell you what you want to hear.
So let me ask you this. When you say that, did he cheat on you?
He did. I was pregnant, and he actually got somebody else pregnant while in the middle of us having our relationship.
All right. Do you believe he's cheating on Miss Gregory?
He's flirtatious. He liked to flirt.
Let me ask you the hard question. Have you been intimate with Mr. Hives-Gray since he's been with Miss Gregory?
No, ma'am. Baby, I moved on to bigger and better things.
What? Do you consider him your best friend?
He is my best friend. I'm sorry that it seemed like I'm downing him right now, but I'm not. But I just want to get my point across. Like, that is not who I want. I don't want him. That's my baby dad. That's my child's father. Like, why can't we just be cordial and do it for our child? You know, co-parent. Why can't we just have a nice relationship? Everybody ain't got to be like, I don't like my baby daddy. I don't like my baby mama. We not like that. You know, we cool. We got a good relationship.
Let me just tell you, we applaud that. And it is amazing for a woman to recognize that her child is first. So we applaud that.
Yeah. I don't want my child to grow up thinking, oh, my daddy and my mama hate each other. Never. We don't hate each other at all. I love him to death. Like,
but not like that.
But not like that.
Okay.
At all.
Right.
You're a model.
Let me ask you this. Why do you believe that he's probably cheating?
Because he's very flirtatious.
Not cheating.
Engaging in other people's conversations or keep on entertaining the next person, that's cheating. That's still cheating. I look at that as still cheating, right? Just because you didn't touch the next girl don't mean that you're not cheating.
Thank you so much, Miss Bassett. So, Miss Gregory, I have to say I find her testimony absolutely credible. And my question to you is that, do you believe and are you assured that Mr. Hives-Gray is not, in fact, cheating on you with his ex?
Yeah.
You believe her?
Yes.
But your suspicions about other women, you still believe?
That stands. Because
you still believe
regardless
that?
of how I feel, I could be in his face crying and bawling and breaking down, can't breathe, and he's just like, oh, it's nothing, it's just conversation. It's like, what about me? That doesn't make me feel secure in the relationship at all. You say we're a team. You tell me that all the time. But if we're a team, why are you doing something I feel like that's tearing the team apart?
You let some other women tear us apart, that's your, I don't understand that.
If you're in their ear, of course it's going to make me feel some type of way.
That's your insecurity, bro.
You know, I am amazed by your disconnectedness. This woman is crying. She is saying to you, I love you, and I am insecure in this relationship. Would you be comfortable with her doing
I already
what you're
told
doing?
her I don't care, I ain't scared of no, I'm not worried about no man. I know God blessed my mama with a beautiful son, so me worrying about another man, Ain't in my MO. I sleep with you every night. I ain't worried about, I don't want nobody.
All right, Miss Gregory, we're about to go to the results. Mr. Hives-Gray, this is your chance, before we get the results from our expert, for you to come clean.
I'm ready for the results.
All right.
All right. To get to the bottom of this, the court had Mr. Hives-Gray to submit to a polygraph examination, and we have those results. The court would like to call certified polygraph examiner Michael Williams into the courtroom. Please escort Mr. Williams into the courtroom.
Yes, sir. Mr. Williams, how are you, sir? We're going to put him on.
Mr. Williams, how are you today?
Doing fine. How are you?
Good, sir.
Good.
Mr. Hives-Gray was asked, during your 4-year relationship with Miss Gregory, have you had physical sexual contact with Miss Baspet? What was his response?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
I saw you clap.
Because that was a good thing. I'm really shocked. I guess I'll apologize for that one.
Love you. Told you.
Did you have sexual intercourse with a woman that messaged Miss Gregory, "You're at home pregnant while I'm sitting on your man's face"? What was his response to that question?
Your Honor, he said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
Well, Your Honor, the lie detector determined he was being truthful.
Well, Miss Gregory, I see tears in your eyes, but I'm wondering if those are tears of joy, tears of relief.
Relief.
Tears of... Tell me how you're feeling.
Maybe I have been a little bit too insecure. Probably the things from the past I probably should
Leave them
let
in the
go.
past.
Yeah.
I just want to be a better
It's
man.
just hard when you don't communicate.
But crying about it and acting up in front of people ain't working, and it ain't cute.
All right,
But
so
that
both
one
of
thing
you all
gotta stop.
agree that communication is necessary.
That's how communication rules the world. Without talking, you can't do nothing.
And you agree that you all need to communicate better.
We already agreed on that. Yes, we do. That's one of our
Well, that's half the battle right there.
Communication.
You know, half the battle is trying to get couples to even recognize that they've got a communication problem. So the fact that you all recognize it and know that you need to get better at it, that's half the battle right there. You need to allow him to be the father he needs to be, but you also need to allow him to be the boyfriend that he needs to be.
Right.
All that needs to work together. All right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You all have been together for 3 years, and I noticed from the court papers there's a little bit of an age difference, almost a 9 or 10 year age difference between you.
Go on, Miss Snelson.
Yeah.
Go on with your bad self.
Little cougar action.
Little cougar action.
Or as I say, round.
Yeah. But that age difference is causing you to believe that your boyfriend may be cheating with younger women.
Yes. I keep finding him texting, messaging other females, and they're all younger. He works at a job where it's a bunch of young girls that work at the front, and he's finding himself more at work than at home. Where it used to be more he would try to get off early or have days off to be with me, that now he's wanting to work more, wanting to work every day and not come home at all.
So you believe those are all signs that his eye has turned a little bit
towards the younger girls.
Toward the younger girls.
Yes, I'm a trophy girl. I usually date older men. Older men like give me what I want. He knows this.
That's because you got it like that.
I got it like that.
You got
I mean,
it
I'm
like
a pretty girl. Like,
all right,
you know,
look, she get ready to step out there so you can see that.
You know.
Okay, all right.
So look, when you got it like that, you got it like that, right?
Look, if you don't know it, you know.
I know it, and it's like I want to be treated like that.
You recognize you got you a trophy?
Yeah, I do.
All right, well,
But
tell us why.
all right, check this out. I'm the only one that works in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
she moved with me. I mean, I didn't move with her. Like,
So what do you want to prove today?
I want to prove that I'm not cheating. Like, you know, like she thinks I'm cheating on her. Like, I be at work late, okay? We got 3 cooks at my job. Like, I'm the one that head cooks, and I get home at 10. You know
So
what I'm
you're
saying?
saying, if I understand you, I'm the one bringing home the bacon. No pun intended, because you the head cook.
Yeah.
Like that. So you bringing home the bacon.
Right.
You are providing for your household, and it's a full-time job doing that.
It is.
Because a trophy wife ain't cheap.
No, we're not.
Okay.
I mean, we do got young girls that work at my job, whatever, but that's not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
It's not your fault, but you're there, and she thinks your eyes
But
going toward younger women.
All day long, I gotta hear you're cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. Are you gonna be late today, blah, blah, blah. You're not at work. I hear that all the time, that I'm not at work.
Ms. Snelson, how did you all meet?
Through a mutual friend. He was a cook with him, and come to find out he had been on my Facebook, liking all my pictures up, and I had no idea because I'm kind of Facebook popular. I had no idea.
You're
he was
Facebook popular.
You heard that too, Mr. Keller.
Facebook popular.
What constitutes Facebook popular?
I get like thousands of likes on pictures and stuff.
Are you kidding?
No.
I've never seen a cougar in a snake skin, but there it is. There it is, folks.
All right, so you're Facebook popular. He's liking your pictures.
Yeah, and I didn't know because, I mean, I got little groupies and I don't follow up on any of them. And then we met and it was instant connection.
Out of the thousands and thousands of likes you get, what was it about him that made you say, okay, I want to be in a relationship with him?
He's a very hard worker. He's a good guy, and I'm very attracted to him still after everything. Like, he still makes my heart flutter.
Wow.
So.
That's nice.
And Mr. Sargent, I know beyond the outward, there's something about her inside that makes you want to be with her. What's that?
I mean, she's all I want. I mean, she's a woman, man. That's what I want. I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. I just want to grow up, man. Just want to be with one girl, and that's her. Like, she's all I want. That's enough woman right there for me, you know what
So
I mean?
you want a woman?
Yeah.
Right, and the problem is you think he doesn't want a woman, he wants somebody younger. Why do you think he's cheating?
We were arguing. He was at work, and so I went to a girlfriend's house, which is right near our house, and I can see, you know, when he pulls up, and he hit me a message and said, I'm gonna go hang with my brother. And something wasn't right. So me being who I am, I know all his codes. So I went on his Facebook, on his Messenger.
So when you say his code, you're talking about his password?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I know his Gmail, I know everything. So I went on his Facebook, on his Messenger, and he's actively messaging this chick, actively, while I'm looking at it. He's like, I'm here to get you, where are you at? I can't find you. And yeah.
You're watching these messages
I'm watching
go
it back and forth, and I can't stop myself and just let it keep going, so I call. And they both blocked me. I couldn't talk to either of them. So I'm sitting at home, twiddling my thumbs, just waiting. And I waited and waited more than 1 hour, more than 2 hours, more than 3 hours. I waited 6 hours for him to get home, supposedly with his brother. And I'm seeing that he's with a female.
So what time did he get home?
About 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and he left at like 11 o'clock at night.
So he was
11.
all night?
All night.
This girl is a girl I was trying to put on my boy for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And we were arguing all day at work, and I was gonna go to my brother's, but she hit me up, you know what I'm saying, asked me for a ride, whatever. And I'm like, it's just a girl, man. I ain't got no feelings for this girl.
But you lied.
But Mr. Sargent.
I was gonna go to my brother, but
Mr. Sargent, let me make sure I got this straight, because I don't know if you heard this. Did you hear this?
I thought I heard it, but you heard it too, so let
A young
give
lady
clarity.
that you're trying to hook up with your boy, you stayed with until 3 in the morning?
Yes,
Yeah, but-
not the
but-
boy. He never even went to the guy.
Is that what you're telling me?
That was the plan,
Never
though.
even, it was the plan, but it didn't happen. He hung
That's
out with
how
the girl
plans work out.
alone.
You know, you're supposed to be hooking somebody else up, and next thing you know, you getting hooked up.
Right.
And it was more than that girl in the car. There was other females he went and got and dropped off here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah, her friend asked for a ride, so I took her friend home and I took her home.
Okay, but
And we
do
went to
you
other
see why
people's
this
house.
looks suspicious?
I know it does. I know.
Did you sleep with this woman?
No, I didn't.
Did you sleep with the friend?
No, I didn't.
Did you sleep with any of the women that you had in your car that
No,
night?
no.
You're saying no.
Yes.
At his job, like I said, young girls working there. He'd been wanting to work more and more.
Okay.
He's making me feel like I'm just nothing. Like, pretty much telling me, you can leave, there's the door. Well, I go look at his Facebook, it's dry. I'm like, this is just not him. There's gotta be something else going on. Like, he's gotta be talking to someone somehow.
Yeah.
So I figured it out, he's on another app. So here I go digging into that one and found him talking to one of the young girls at his job, telling the girl he loved her, wanted to have a baby with her. I have evidence too of this.
Rob, would you please get that from her?
I screenshotted everything, and with my big mouth, I couldn't keep it shut. He deleted everything immediately, so I'm glad I screenshotted it.
All right.
There's a text.
She says,
why you trying stuff if you and your girl are back at it?
He says, cause I blanking love you, yo.
That was like my homegirl. Like, I ain't say I love you, babe.
All right, well, let's read more.
All right, well.
Okay, what about this one? That's your homegirl?
You seem like the type that would have some good shower sex, by the way.
Okay, that's your homegirl? That's how you talk to your homegirl?
And then...
Okay, this is the big one. Here we go.
I think you need to have my baby.
Homegirl, huh?
I got homeboys that ain't none of them ever said, I think you need to have my baby.
You admit these don't look good, right?
Yeah, I admit it. But look, all right, this girl's at my job, whatever. So she started talking to me and stuff like, yo, you don't need to be with that girl. She's not helping you. She's a grown woman, but you take care of everything. She ain't a grown woman. She ain't a real woman. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is a younger chick saying this, whatever. She said I could do better than her.
Okay, so it's her fault that you asked her for shower sex?
No, it ain't her fault. It ain't her fault.
Okay, that's what it sounds like.
Why did you think she'd have good shower sex?
I don't know.
Unless you had sex some other way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Sargent, you're telling this court that you did not have sex with the women in these text messages?
No.
It broke my heart.
That's what you're telling this court?
Like, it broke my heart.
So, Ms. Snelson, do you have any other reason why you believe he's cheating?
So he comes home. He works 12-hour shifts. When you put your boxers on and you put them on backwards, do they not fit wrong? Don't they fit wrong?
Well, what happened?
So he come home and he was like, babe, I think he wears basketball shorts at work and his boxers. I think I got a hole in my boxers. I was like, well, turn around. And I was like, your boxers are on backwards. The pee-pee hole was in the back part. It was in the back part. Now, 13 hours by yourself at your job or whatever, there's no way you're gonna go to the bathroom. You're gonna see that these things are on freaking backwards. You're gonna see it. They sit different. The butt part is way bigger than the front. So his butt was tight all day. There's no way you sat that long with your boxers backwards.
But I don't sit.
I think that he took a little chick in the car, bumped her, and hurried up and put these back on and slid them on backwards so that he could still be home at the time that he normally is.
Coming home with your underwear on backwards, that's a big red flag, don't you think?
I'll be honest, I don't see it as a big deal. Like, be honest. All right, so, and early in the morning, I get up early in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I got dressed, put my drawers on, whatever, and when I work, I'm a cook. I don't sit down all day, you believe it or not, I don't take breaks when I'm at work. And when I use the bathroom, I go in there and just do my business. I don't look at the hole, whatever. I just use the
Mr. Sargent, I can testify as a man, when you put your boxers on backwards, you know it. Right. Ron, help me out here.
You know your drawers are on backwards.
Yeah.
You know it.
You know.
Ron, could you stay that way for 12 or 13 hours?
I don't think you'd stay that way about 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially once you go to the bathroom and like, okay, what's the you change them out. Turn them around.
And when he does something wrong, he switches it and is really mean to me. And he was really mean that night, through my drink and everything. And we've been doing good.
Tell him with those tears in your eyes that are standing in your eyes, just ready to fall out.
Yeah.
What do they mean?
Like, this is it. Like, you cheated on me, I'm done. I'm moving, I want to be happy. I can't be happy knowing that you've cheated on me.
Mr. Sargent, what do you want to say to her?
I'm gonna tell her that I love you. And I mean, everything I did in the past, I apologize for it. Like,
Mr. Cutler, I think we have heard enough testimony, and let's review what we got. Ms. Snelson, you believe he's cheating with younger women. You found text messages where he professed that he loves someone, want to have a baby with somebody, wants to have sex with them in the shower because he thinks they'll be good. You also believe he recently had a hookup because he came home with his boxer shorts on backwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed private investigator and polygraph examiner Kendall Shaw into the courtroom to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Shaw into the courtroom. Mr. Shaw, thank you for being here today.
You're welcome, Your Honor. It's a pleasure.
Tell us what you did to investigate these cheating allegations.
First of all, Your Honor, I had a member of my team sit in a room with a hidden camera. He posed as a cheater who has been brought to court to find out if Mr. Sargent had been unfaithful.
Did your associate learn anything in this process?
Yes, Your Honor. He found out two very interesting things.
Okay, what were they?
He admitted to kissing another woman,
I know about that.
and it sounds like more would have happened had he been allowed. Second of all, he also admitted to my associate that he does have a secret Facebook page that Miss Snelson does not know about.
I knew it. I knew it.
When did I admit that?
During the surveillance right there.
That's what you said to
The
my
person you're
associate.
talking to, that's who you told that to. Well, I'm sure your associate wouldn't have a need to make that up. Is that right, Mr. Hill?
He would not, Your Honor.
To further investigate this matter, Mr. Sargent also underwent a polygraph examination. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Sargent was asked, did you have physical sexual contact with any other woman the day you came home wearing your boxers backwards? What was his response to that question?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
Ms. Nelson, you're smiling,
Yeah,
you're
about
fanning.
5.
All right.
Tears of happiness?
Yeah.
Hopeful?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Sargent was asked, during your 3-year relationship with Miss Snelson, have you ever had sexual intercourse with any other woman? What was his response?
He said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful.
I told you they were good draws.
Oh, thank you guys.
So, Ms. Snelson,
I'm gonna stop tripping.
you're gonna stop tripping.
Yes.
You found yourself a younger man, but keep in mind, he is a man.
Yeah.
Even though he's younger. So you have to treat him like a man.
Okay.
You know,
Because I know I work a lot. That's what I'm saying. And I don't really have time for her, like.
Doing the extra.
But
Because I sit at home all day. So I'm gonna get a little job, I think.
I was about to say, you need, as my mother would say, you
I'm
need
ready.
to get some business.
Yeah.
So that you're not. Yeah, she's so happy. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah. And even though you're gonna treat him like a man, you gotta act like a man.
I know.
And acting like a man means not sending these text messages to other women every time you all have an argument.
I got you.
If you all gonna be together, you're gonna have an argument. You need to work it out between you.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
And the bottom line to all this is keep your drawers on straight. You all have been together for 8 years. You have 2 children together. And Mr. Bright, you've admitted to cheating in the past earlier in your relationship. But Ms. Thomas, you think that might still be going on now. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Now, you've opened this case. Tell us what's at stake here today.
Well, my whole life is at stake. I love James. I'm really here to try to work on our relationship, build it back together if any way possible. But if he's still been cheating on me after I took him back the first time, he's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to move out.
Yeah, fool you once, shame on you. Fool you once, shame on
you.
How's it go?
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
That.
You don't want to be shamed.
And I'm not gonna be shamed again. Never.
All right.
Mr. Bright, you've heard what's at stake.
Yeah.
You've admitted to cheating in the past.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you changed?
Yes, sir. I changed my whole life around for this woman because I do want to be with her. And I hope to marry her one day. We just have to get our trust issues and other factors that we have in our relationship back together so we can move on past this.
And that's why you're here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
But I know you've seen something.
I've seen a lot.
What was it? Okay, I've seen a lot. Okay, so what made you think, okay, something's going on?
There's a lot of different reasons why I feel like things are going on. Sometimes he stays out to 2, 3 in the morning. Sometimes even days he's been gone. When he says he's at one place, I always find out he's at another. Sometimes he's gone for multiple hours in my vehicle, mind you, and things are just not adding up at all.
So yeah, those are like the kind of the classics, Mr. Cutler. Particularly the one, I'm here, and you find out he wasn't there at all. So if he wasn't where he said he was gonna be, where is he and who is he with, more importantly?
Exactly.
Tell us about these warning signs that you're seeing. I mean, what warning signs, what made you say, okay, something's going on here?
Well, one thing, he's not as affectionate as he was before. We don't sleep in the bed together at all.
Why?
He sleeps on the couch, I sleep in the bed. So
how long have you all been living like this?
The last 4 or 5 months.
It's been a while. It's been a while, y'all. It has been a while.
So 4 to 5 months? So does that mean that there has been no sex for the last 4 to 5 months?
There hasn't.
I said, that's a shame in life.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel? I mean, you're in that same house, but you're apart from...
Exactly. I feel, for lack of better words, you're kind of less of a man. She looks right through me, you know, and I want her to... She doesn't show me any affection, so I think I choose to do the same thing. I'm tired of trying, so I gave up on it. So
this is a situation where both of you have dug in hard.
Right.
And y'all got to figure out how to tunnel toward each other instead of away from each other.
Can't get out of the hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ms. Thomas, what other warning signs have you seen that make your antenna go off?
Well, James donates plasma on a regular. It only takes 45 minutes to do the whole donation process, and sometimes when he goes to do it, he's gone for 4 or 5 hours at a time.
You know better. 4 or 5 hours.
And then in one circumstance, when he was gone for all them hours in my car, I found an earring. So that makes me think he had somebody in my car. I know he did. And then when I try to take him, he always comes up with excuses on why I shouldn't wait at the plasma center. Why do you want me to leave the plasma center all the time, James?
Trying to get away from you. It's just hard for me to have the feeling to want to come right back to her now. It's kind of like we want to stay away from each other now.
Yeah, because the real question is, are you donating more than plasma?
No.
I definitely think he is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
That's the real question. But I mean, and again, he's saying he's gone for this extended period of time because he doesn't want to be around her.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bad sign in and of itself.
It is.
And is it because that she's constantly accusing you of cheating?
Well, that has something to do with it. Well, kind of a lot to do with it, but also when we're talking about the lack of affection, the feelings are just starting to go astray, and we get to the point where we really don't want to be around each other, you know?
I understand. Ms. Thomas, any other warning signs that kind of set your antennas off?
The biggest thing is 2 years ago, I was giving birth to our son. I had a pregnancy complication called placenta previa. I had to be in the hospital 45 days before I gave birth to our son.
So you were on bed rest?
I was on bed rest in the hospital. He was in charge of the household and the kids, Your Honor. That didn't go over too well. A friend, he didn't come and see me, first off, in the hospital for the 45 days. 45 days. Friend,
and you having his baby. I just want to make sure you having
his baby. He claims because he had to take care of the other kids in the household, that's why he wasn't able to make it. And then on top of that, a friend called me up and was like, girl, you better check out social media. So I get on social media and there's a girl's picture on there, mutual friends of ours. He's like, girl, you look sexy. You can come over to the house. I have it all to myself. Of course he denies. Of course he denies everything.
You know better than that.
This is actually what you saw on the social media post.
While I'm laying in the hospital bed.
Okay.
That's far from the truth, y'all.
All right, let's just work through this. 1, 45 days, did you go see her?
No.
Why?
Well, she failed to say that I don't drive. I don't own a vehicle. Plus, I'm there with all the 3 kids. So, with me not being, she was in a whole nother city having a baby. So that transportation was rough for me because I don't drive. So I stayed home with the kids like I was supposed to. Now I got family and a support system that went and checked on her for me, I guess you could say. And
but you're supposed to go check on her. She's in the hospital after having your baby.
I understand that.
You found a way. There are ride-sharing services. There are different ways to get there if you really want to get there.
And I can say I probably fouled up on that, but...
No, you're not probably. You did.
I did. Well, I did.
The hospital's 30 minutes away, mind you. 30 minutes away.
Then this whole piece about the social media.
Right, which is, I don't know what she's talking about. Now, what I am guilty of is I did invite a few of the fellas over. I did do that.
A few of the fellas?
Yeah, but as far as me inviting
Did the fellas bring anybody with them?
No.
Of the female persuasion?
No, there was no females at the house.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, I just want to be clear about this. This posting was from him. How did you feel when you saw that?
Betrayed, hurt. I had a complication. We could have died. I had to have a blood transfusion, a hysterectomy. Like, we could have died in this situation.
It was a real thing.
It was. And you know what? It made me feel so down when I got out the hospital. I didn't even let him see his son. I packed up my truck and moved to Tennessee with my mother.
But that's wrong. You know, my son wasn't even a month old.
Yeah, no. let's be clear.
He should have came to the hospital and
there you go.
Wanted him.
There you go.
So you got him posting things online saying, you know, I got the house myself, come on over. You're saying nobody's coming over but the fellas.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, we wanted to find out exactly what was going on. So we contacted a neighbor to let us know exactly what's going on at your house. And we have that neighbor here today. Ron, would you escort the witness in, please?
Yes, sir. Sir. We'll go right up to the witness stand.
How y'all doing today, Your Honor, judges?
How are you?
Excellent.
Good day, how are you?
Have a seat,
please.
I'm Michael.
State your name for the court record.
Michael Dwayne Harvey.
How are you, Mr. Harvey?
Excellent. How are you all, ma'am?
We're good. We're good.
You can't wait, can't.
Shut up. You already know you're in trouble.
You're a neighbor of...
Neighbor, friend. Sorry, don't mean to cut y'all off, but yes, ma'am.
So you know them?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you've had a chance to kind of see what's going on at their house.
At their house, standing beside the door listening while they argue. Yeah.
See, now, who do that?
So here's my question. Do you think that Mr. Bright is cheating?
Oh, no, ma'am. I know he's cheating.
You know he's cheating?
Yes, sir.
That boy crazy.
So what have you seen going on?
Oh, he's over there knocking on different people's doors.
Well, what do you mean? You mean women's doors?
Yes,
or?
sir. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
what are you
exclude
talking
that.
about?
Women's doors. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's not going to
just
go.
walking
he goes
down
to the
knocking on
fellas'
women's
house.
doors, huh?
He don't just go to the fellas. Oh, you got all that planned out. He go to the fellas' doors to go hang out till the female is ready for him to come over because she live like right there. You know what I'm saying? We all right there.
So is it a particular female that he's going to see, or is it just multiple in the community?
Multiple. I'm surprised he could count to 10. He got so many.
And he's going to the back door, not the front door.
He go to the back door of somebody else's house. A girl will come out the front door of his.
And she's not there when this is going on?
Oh, one time she was there sleeping. Oh. Yeah. The last party we had, and we were all outside till about 5 or 6 in the morning, somebody came out the house with him.
What?
Why somebody coming out the house with you that early in the morning?
Boy, you done lost your mind, man.
All right.
Get on this, sir.
All right,
Thank you, Mr. Harvey.
Thank you very much.
You all are very welcome.
You see what people do for a little frame?
Thank you, sir.
Ron, would you escort him out? Thank you.
Mr. Bright?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You've heard the evidence that we've heard.
Yes.
Is it still your contention that you are not cheating?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is still your testimony
Yes, Your
today
Honor.
to this court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Except for the one time you've admitted to, you have not done anything else with anybody else other than Ms. Thomas.
Exactly. And barely was doing that.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
To further investigate this matter, this court would like to call former military interrogator Lena Sisco and forensic voice analyst Guy Wolf to determine, is he cheating? Okay. Ron, please escort our expert team.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Your Honor. How are you?
Good, good, good. Good to see both of you.
Thank you.
And Ms. Sisco, you performed an interrogation on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, and Mr. Wolf, you performed a forensic voice analysis on Mr. Bright, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what were your findings, Ms. Sisco, as it pertains to Mr. Bright inviting women over while his girlfriend was in the hospital giving birth?
So he did admit to me during that time when she wasn't home that he put a call out to his guy friends on Facebook saying, hey, I'm home alone, come on over. He did not say that he invited females, and I saw no signs of deception. So I think he's being truthful in that.
All right. And Mr. Wolf, let's take a look at your question.
Sure. When your girlfriend Amanda was in the hospital about to give birth and caught you posting messages on social media inviting women to the house, did you have sexual intercourse with any of those women that day?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being truthful, also, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. You standing there like I told you.
I ain't got nothing to say.
All right, yeah. And you're smiling.
That brought the spice back right there.
But we do have one more question, so let's take a look.
Okay.
Ms. Cisco, what were your findings as it pertains to Mr. Bright having sex with other women?
When I asked him how he would feel if the voice analysis came back showing him deceptive with regards to that, specifically having sex with other females, his response to me was, that's okay because I don't believe in those things. So truthful people typically believe in the technology and the results of the tests. Liars typically try to set up an excuse because they know they're going to fail and will respond with exactly those words. So I believe that there's more to the story and that he is being deceptive.
Okay. All right, Mr. Wolf, you asked the question. Let's take a look at it.
Other than what we've discussed, during your 8-year relationship, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than your girlfriend, Amanda?
No.
What did the forensic voice analysis determine?
The voice analysis determined that he was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
Also, Your Honor, prior to answering this question, Mr. Bright admitted to being with only 2 other women, yet the voice analysis determined that he was still being deceptive.
I know about one. He has admitted to one in the past.
Right.
This is years ago, before we
Right.
were deep into our relationship. I didn't know about a second woman.
Okay, here's the thing. On behalf of women everywhere, unless you've lost the best part of your mind, your man, your husband, your boyfriend tells you, look, I slept with another woman. That's not something that you might forgive him, but you ain't never gonna forget.
But,
You ain't never gonna forget.
but Your Honor, can I speak? Can I please say something?
Please.
On my behalf of this whole argument. Now, she's failing to tell you that she has cheated on me as well.
Okay, we ain't talking about her. We ain't talking about her. We're talking about you.
I understand.
I would not stay with him after I took him back and he fooled me again. There's no way that I knew about any other women.
I took you back.
So, Ms. Thomas, now that you know that he's been cheating with multiple women, what do you want to do with your relationship?
I'm gone. He can pack it up, his stuff will be packed, and he can go back to Illinois where we came from.